Picture yourself, a creator, coder, dreamer, surrounded by the hum of screens, the weight of deadlines, the pull of distractions. Yet tonight, you seek serenity, a life where discipline shapes your purpose. This is a Stoic bedtime tale, guiding you to peace through wisdom. In the comments, write, "Starting tonight, I choose clarity. I am Stoic." Settle in, breathe deeply, and let this story light your way. Imagine a slight, a snarky comment on your work, a dismissed idea. Your heart races, urging you to fight back. But the Stoics teach, let it pass. Silence isn't defeat, it's mastery. By not reacting, you calm your mind, save your energy for what matters. Sleep tonight knowing your steadiness speaks louder than words. Think of someone who frustrates you, a colleague, a critic. Now, see them as human, like you, carrying doubts, fears, hopes. The Stoics called this sympathia. We're all connected, part of one whole. Their flaws aren't yours to fix, but to understand. Rest tonight, softer, holding space for their humanity, and yours. Recall a moment you spoke with confidence, but doubted inside. The Stoics valued truth over ego. Say, "I don't know," and feel the freedom. It's not weakness, it's wisdom's first step. Sleep open, ready to learn, unburdened by the need to seem all-knowing. Imagine your life's end, not for sorrow, but clarity. What would others say of you? That you were kind, honest, steady? Write this self, not for praise, but for truth. Sleep aligned, knowing each choice shapes the person you'll be remembered as. Feel the tug of distractions, scrolling, snacking, chasing. The Stoics chose one desire daily, letting others go. Pick one task, one moment, and give it your all. Sleep fulfilled, knowing you lived deeply, not scattered. Picture a day without discipline, no pause, no reflection. Frustrations grow, focus scatters. The Stoics knew clarity is fragile. One skipped moment can blur your path. Sleep resolved to return tomorrow, guarding your peace with daily vigilance. Recall a hardship, a failure, a loss. Don't fight it, embrace it. The Stoics called this amor fati, loving your fate. That pain carved your strength, your empathy. Sleep grateful, not for the hurt, but for the wisdom it left behind. Write a letter to someone, as if it's your last. Say what matters, love, gratitude, truth. The Stoics used memento mori to awaken presence. Don't wait, speak now. Sleep lighter, knowing you've left nothing essential unsaid. Before sleep, score your day. Wisdom, justice, courage, temperance. 1 to 5. Did you think clearly? Act fairly? Stay brave? Show restraint? Reflect, don't judge. Sleep stronger, knowing tomorrow you'll grow closer to your best self. You've walked with Stoic wisdom tonight, enduring, connecting, reflecting. You've seen your fragility, your strength. In the comments, share. Starting today, I choose to live with wisdom, courage, presence. Rest now, creator, ready to live with clarity. Subscribe for more stories of purpose. Imagine, creator, coder, dreamer, lying in the quiet of night, your mind buzzing with unfinished tasks, unfulfilled dreams. What if you could rise tomorrow with unshakable purpose? Tonight, Stoic wisdom weaves a tale to guide you, through discipline, love, and clarity. In the comments, write, "Starting tonight, I choose discipline. I am Stoic." Settle in, breathe deeply, and let this story ignite your resolve. Picture a moment you chose ease over effort, skipping a task, silencing your alarm. Discipline, the Stoics say, is love in action. It's saying to your future self, "I won't abandon you." Not when it's hard, not when you're tired. Sleep tonight knowing each disciplined choice is a vow to your dreams, a quiet act of devotion. Imagine walking into a room, not speaking, yet commanding attention. Marcus Aurelius said, "Perfect tranquility consists in the good ordering of the mind." Confidence isn't loud, it's a calm mind, a steady gaze. Reflect nightly on your actions, embrace your flaws, and sleep knowing your quiet strength draws others to you. Recall a moment of stress, a deadline, a conflict. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react. Breathe deeply, let go of what you can't control. Your calm is a beacon, attracting others with its stability. Rest tonight, centered, your tranquility a silent strength. Picture a slight, a harsh critique, a dismissed idea. Your instinct is to react, but the Stoics advise silence. Let it pass. This isn't weakness, it's control. Sleep knowing your restraint preserves your peace, saving energy for your true purpose. Think of someone who frustrates you. Strip away their role, see their humanity, doubts, hopes, like yours. The Stoics called this sympathia. We're all one. Understanding, not fixing, their flaws brings peace. Sleep softer, embracing this shared bond. Recall a time you spoke with certainty, hiding doubt. The Stoics valued truth over ego. Say, I don't know, and feel the freedom. It's the start of wisdom. Sleep open, ready to learn, unburdened by the need to seem all-knowing. Imagine your legacy, not awards, but character. What would others say? That you were kind, steady, true? Seneca urged living with purpose. Write this self. Align your choices to it. Sleep knowing each step crafts who you'll be remembered as. Feel the pull of distractions, scrolling, chasing fleeting wants. The Stoics chose one desire daily, letting others fade. Pick one task, give it your all. Sleep fulfilled, knowing you lived deeply, not scattered. Recall a failure, a loss. Embrace it, amor fati, love your fate, as the Stoics did. It shaped you. Memento mori. Life is fleeting. Write a letter to someone, say what matters. Sleep lighter, living fully now, no regrets unsaid. Marcus Aurelius wrestled with his blankets, yet rose, asking, was I born for comfort or purpose? Each morning, resist ease. Rise with intent, as if answering life's call. Sleep ready to wake tomorrow, aligned with your nature. You've walked with stoic wisdom, loving your potential, embracing silence, living fully. In the comments, share. Today, I choose to live with courage, clarity, gratitude. Rest now, creator, ready to rise with purpose. Subscribe for more tales of strength. Welcome, story seekers, to a journey through ancient wisdom that's as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Imagine this. You're navigating a noisy, chaotic world, stress piling up, distractions everywhere, and life throwing curveballs left and right. How do you stay grounded? How do you find peace? Today, we're diving into 9 Stoic principles that act like a compass, guiding you to clarity, strength, and purpose. These aren't just ideas, they're tools to outsmart the chaos and live with intention. I'll share stories from my own life, historical lessons, and challenges to help you apply these secrets. Stick around to the end, because each principle builds on the last, and if this resonates, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep it up, in the comments. Let's dive into the first Stoic secret. Let's start with a story. A few years ago, I was drowning in a work project, deadlines looming, emails piling up, and I felt like I was failing. My instinct? Vent to everyone. I'd call friends, rant about how tough it was, hoping for sympathy. But here's what I noticed. The more I talked about my struggles, the bigger they felt. It was like I was giving them power. That's when I stumbled across a Stoic idea that changed everything. Don't talk about your challenges. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, believed challenges are inevitable, big or small, they come for us all. But what matters is how we respond. Marcus wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Instead of complaining, we can turn obstacles into stepping stones. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, late for a meeting, and frustration is boiling. Instead of venting, you pause, breathe, and listen to a podcast or reflect on your day. Suddenly, that delay becomes a moment of growth. I tried this with my project. Instead of whining, I broke it into small steps, focused on what I could control, and got to work. The result? Not only did I finish, but I felt stronger, more capable. Here's your Stoic challenge. The next time life throws a hurdle, resist venting. Focus on solutions. Build that quiet strength. It's not about ignoring your feelings, it's about mastering them. Let's talk about guarding your inner world. I once shared a personal dream with someone I thought I could trust, a vision for a passion project I'd been nurturing. Their response? A dismissive laugh and that's cute, but it'll never work. Ouch. It stung, and for a while, I doubted myself. That's when I learned the Stoic art of discretion. Seneca said, if you want to keep a secret, keep it to yourself. The Stoics saw our thoughts, dreams, and fears as sacred. Sharing them too soon, especially with the wrong people, can leave us vulnerable. Think of your secrets as a precious gem, locked in a safe. Not everyone deserves the key. By keeping your inner world private, you create a sanctuary where your dreams can grow without judgment. I started practicing this, keeping my plans close until they were ready. It gave me clarity and protected my energy. Here's your challenge. Next time you're excited about an idea, pause before sharing. Ask, will this person honor my trust? Protect your inner sanctuary, and you'll find a deeper sense of peace and control. Here's a story I'm a bit embarrassed to share. I once landed a big promotion and couldn't wait to tell everyone. I posted about it, bragged at gatherings, and soaked up the praise. But soon, I noticed something. The more I talked about my success, the less it meant to me. It felt hollow, like I was chasing applause instead of growth. The Stoics, like Epictetus, had a better way. He said, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. True success doesn't need a megaphone. Imagine a gardener tending a beautiful garden. The flowers don't need to shout their beauty, their vibrancy speaks for itself. That's the Stoic way. Let your work tell your story. I started practicing this, celebrating my wins quietly, focusing on the effort, not the spotlight. It made my achievements feel richer, more authentic. Your challenge: next time you accomplish something, resist announcing it. Reflect on the journey, then keep building. Let your actions speak louder than words. Let's talk strategy. I once told a colleague about my plan to start a side hustle. I was excited, but their doubts, "Are you sure you can handle that?" planted seeds of hesitation. The Stoics knew this trap. Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Keep your plans private to stay focused. Think of yourself as a chess grandmaster, plotting moves in silence. Sharing too soon invites distractions, doubt, envy, or unsolicited advice. When I kept my next steps quiet, I found clarity and momentum. Silence isn't secrecy, it's strategy. Your challenge: next time you have a big goal, keep it close. Ask, will sharing this help or hinder me? Protect your focus, and let your results reveal your path. Gossip is everywhere: social media, coffee chats, you name it. I used to get sucked into it, talking about coworkers or friends' drama. But it always left me feeling empty, like I'd wasted my energy. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, saw gossip as a trap. He said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Gossip doesn't build, it tears down. Instead of focusing on others' flaws, the Stoics urge us to refine ourselves. Imagine redirecting that energy to your goals, your growth. I tried this, skipping the gossip, focusing on my own path. It was liberating. My relationships became more positive, my mind clearer. Your challenge: next time you're tempted to gossip, pause. Shift your focus inward. Be the person who elevates, not criticizes. I once helped a friend through a tough time, and my first instinct was to tell others. I wanted validation, maybe a pat on the back. But the Stoics, like Seneca, taught me something deeper. The reward for a good deed is to have done it. True kindness doesn't need an audience. Picture a stream nourishing a forest. It doesn't announce its work, yet it sustains life. When I started doing good quietly, like helping a neighbor without posting about it, the joy felt purer. It wasn't about recognition, it was about the act itself. Your challenge: do something kind this week and keep it to yourself. Let the quiet joy of giving be your reward. Here's a vulnerable moment. I used to overshare my stress, telling everyone how overwhelmed I felt. But it backfired. People piled on more pressure, knowingly or not. The Stoics, like Seneca, saw weaknesses as a city without walls. Exposing them leaves you open to harm. Recognizing your flaws is key to growth, but broadcasting your deepest vulnerabilities? That's risky. Instead, work on them quietly. I started journaling my stress triggers and building coping strategies in private. It gave me strength no one could shake. Your challenge: identify a weakness and work on it silently. Let your progress, not your words, show your growth. Dreams are fragile. I once shared my goal of writing a book with a group, only to hear, "That's ambitious, but it's tough to get published." Their doubts dimmed my spark. Seneca warned us to act in the present, not wait for tomorrow. Keeping dreams private protects them from negativity. Think of your dreams as seeds planted in quiet soil. By nurturing them privately, you give them room to grow. I kept my book idea to myself, writing daily in secret. When I finally shared it, it was ready to shine. Your challenge: hold a dream close. Work on it quietly, and let your actions reveal it when the time is right. Last story. I used to fear being alone, thinking it meant I was lonely. But the Stoics, like Seneca, saw solitude as a gift. He said, solitude is the richness of self. In quiet moments, I started meditating, walking in nature, reflecting on my values. It wasn't isolation, it was connection with myself. Solitude is where you find clarity, strength, and purpose. Keep it sacred, don't share it to prove you're deep. I found my best ideas and peace in those quiet walks. Your challenge: carve out time for solitude this week. Meditate, journal, or walk. Protect that space, and let it recharge your soul.